Hello, everyone. Welcome to Late Night Meditation. I'm Klint. Very glad to be online with all of you, whether you're watching from YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. Oh, and of course, here on Zoom. So, hello, everyone. Hello, Daniel. Hello, Anna Maria. Hello, Mom and Dad. Hello, Kate Noon. Hello, Ashley. And I'm going to try and say it Manas Bawan Swan. Almost. But hello, it's in Thai. I do my best to read. So it's great to see all of you here on Zoom, as well as everyone watching on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. And it's always great to be here with all of you, to lead in meditation, and to share in some peace. It's always great to be here, because when we're here together, we know that meditation is always easier when we do it as a group. That energy from all of us together helps us go in deeper and deeper, easier and easier. And as you can see, my background's a little bit different than before, showing off Alabama. As when I was there a few weeks ago, got to have a wonderful experience and wanted to share that wonderful view that I got to experience while I was there. So, hello, Hunter. Thanks for joining. And as always, everyone who's watching on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, you're always welcome to type into the chat, into the comments. If I see it during stream, I will definitely reply to you. If not, at least you can type it in so that I can get back to you if you have any questions or wonders. As with meditation, I know sometimes questions happen, and it's okay. But it's better if you type it out, put it away instead of thinking about it during the meditation. Because during meditation, we want to be at ease, be at peace, not overly thinking. Because in English, meditation means to think, to contemplate. But the act of meditating is not to think, is to allow ourselves to be quiet, calm, peaceful. But to get there, we have to take our time, little by little. You cannot force yourself. You cannot push too hard. It's the opposite of what we learn our whole lives. To get better at something or to succeed, we're always taught push forward, work hard. But when it comes to meditation, nope, it has to be practicing how to stop, to let our mind just So of course, it's a lot easier said than done. If you want to try, everyone, stop thinking right now. Immediately you're thinking, how do I stop thinking? And it's okay. This is the nature of the mind. Even after a lot of meditation, you still go, how do I stop thinking? And it's okay. We're all practicing. We're not masters. We're all practicing. So as we practice, the way to help our mind really quiet down is to bring our mind to just one thing. Something simple, easy, relaxing. One thing we like to do is visualize. Visualize is imagining an object or image. It can be anything. And as you imagine it, let it be light and relaxing. So for many Buddhists, they like to think of the Buddha in the meditation position. Some of us might think of the moon, the sun. That's absolutely fine, as long as it feels comfortable and you're not straining. Many times we focus too hard and you're like this, meditating. That's not good. It should be relaxed. As the first step is relaxation. Let yourself really relax. And then the second step is consciousness, a light focus, not super intense. Okay? So as I see a few new faces, a lot of older friends, great to see you all. As hello Isol and Deb, thanks for joining here on Zoom. And of course, everyone on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. I do recommend I do recommend coming and joining us here on Zoom. It's a lot easier for instant interaction because for you guys, you have a 10-second delay before you hear what I say and I see what you do. So, is everyone ready for some meditation? Okay. Then, As always, let's get into our perfect position because it's perfect for you. And gently close your eyes. No rush. Take your time. That's why I have a video playing, to help your eyes slowly ease into closing. No need to force, no need to squeeze or press. Just let your eyes gently fall, naturally and relaxingly. Let us take in a deep breath. Breathe in the cool, calm, relaxing air, and breathe out all your worries, thoughts, and responsibilities. Just let it all go. Forget about it for the time that we are meditating. Just breathe in, breathe out. Let each breath of fresh air help you become more relaxed, more comfortable. Take in a few more deep breaths, as this is a natural and easy way to relax. And once you are ready, you can return to normal breathing. And before we continue, remember to let go of all your expectations. Whatever you think or know is supposed to happen, let it go. Forget about it. Let yourself feel like you're in kindergarten again. No worries, no regrets, no responsibilities. Just innocent and free. Not a care in the world. We're all just relaxing with our friends. And to add to our relaxation, let us do a body scan. Relaxing from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes. Allowing your entire body to just be at ease, comfortable. You can imagine the most relaxed you've ever felt, and let that feeling flow throughout your entire body, helping your body start to remember that feeling, starting to release and relax, letting go of the tension, the pressures. It's as if a weight has been lifted, and you feel light and comfortable. All the muscles in your face, your neck, completely relaxed. Relaxing your shoulders, your arms, down to the tips of your fingers. As we relax the muscles in your chest, your abdomen, and your back. With each breath of fresh air, you feel that cool air helping you relax. As we exhale all the discomfort, negativity. allowing your whole body to just be at ease. And allow the relaxation to flow down to your legs. Let it trickle down from one muscle to the next, releasing and relaxing down to the tips of your toes. And just feel your entire body completely relaxed, completely comfortable, feeling like you can sit like this forever or for as long as you'd like. As we know, the first step to meditation is relaxation, allowing our body to feel comfortable and relaxed. Relaxation is a very important first step. Sometimes, as we meditate more and more, we unintentionally overlook relaxation. But relaxation is not being lazy. It's actually practicing letting go. Letting go of our discomfort. Start physically, allowing ourselves to find our perfect position. As we know, our body continually changes as we get older and older. Our perfect position also changes. So it's okay to adjust into your new perfect position. And once you're relaxed, comfortable, satisfied, we move on to the next step, consciousness or focus. It is a light focus. It's not too intense, not too intent. It's light and gentle. What we do is visualize our meditation object floating at our center. The meditation object can be anything. Perhaps tonight you think of that setting sun. It's not too bright. It's a nice orange. It's bright and beautiful, and not really blinding. But your meditation object truly can be anything, whatever feels right to you. Suppose you visualize the sun. It could be as bright as the midday, even brighter than midday, or like the setting sun that you see on the screen, or even just lightly shining like a star far away. As we visualize, let it be comfortable. Do not force, do not squeeze. We're not using our physical eyes to visualize. We're using our mind's eye. Allow your mind to just gently focus on this one thing rather than everything. Gently focused at our center In the Dhammakaya technique, or middle way technique, the center is in the middle of your abdomen, 2 finger widths above navel level. This is your center of gravity, the absolute center of your body. While this point is, theoretically, even smaller than the tip of a needle, as we practice, just know the general area is fine. You can easily find it by taking in a deep breath and feel where the air goes to the lowest point. That is generally where your center is. Because we know our mind is very much like water, and if our mind is still moving, just like the water, it's difficult to see through. It's not very clear. So instead, just know the general area. And as your mind becomes calm, clear, and peaceful, your mind will naturally move to the center. No need to push, no need to pull. Just take your time. Let it be. Let yourself be right here, right now. There's nothing else you need to do, nothing else you need to think about. Remember, right now, we're all 5 years old, like we're in kindergarten again. So there's no need to analyze, no need to critique, find reason or fault. Just simply experience. Allow yourself to experience this calm, tranquility. And even if outside is tranquil, but inside might be turbulent, many thoughts coming and going, it's okay. You're not doing anything wrong. This is the nature of the mind. It loves to think. So as we understand this, don't be so hard on yourself, feeling like you're supposed to have your mind quiet. But like I said in the beginning, we are all practicing. So take your time. No rush. Everything we do in meditation is light and gentle. So if your mind begins to wander, start by gently bringing it back to your meditation object, or back to your center. But sometimes it wanders quite a bit. Not so easy to bring back. Another tool we use is a mantra. Mantra is a word, a phrase, or a sound. Something to help soothe your mind and bring it back. The mantra we like to use: Samma Arahang Samma Arahang Samma Arahang. You can repeat this mantra in your mind as many times as you'd like, or use your own mantra, word or phrase. For example, relax, relájate, sabay, clear and bright. Use your mantra and your meditation object as your tools to help calm and soothe your mind, helping you gently bring your mind back to your center, back to your object. But always take your time. Don't feel like we're trying to do something. Instead, we are all on vacation, enjoying this time to simply relax. Just let go, be at ease. You don't need to sit perfectly. No one is watching. We're not taking pictures for Instagram. We are meditating for our own inner peace, to be at ease, to gain clarity. So an easy way to see how you're doing, if you ever feel any discomfort or not as relaxed, take some time to relax first. It might feel like you're wasting time, but you're not. Adjusting to be comfortable first. This way, while your body is comfortable, your mind will also be comfortable. And from there, we're just practicing getting that balance for our mind, for our peace of mind, and our inner peace. Samma Arahang Samma Arahang Samma Arahang Samma Arahang Samma Arahang Samma Now, let us begin spreading loving kindness. Spreading loving kindness is like spreading out your heart, sending out good intentions to all beings. So let us visualize our object as we have been doing, and imagine that it becomes bright and beautiful. And this bright light within is a light of peace, love, and compassion. And we let this light illuminate our bodies, filling our body with light. And let this light shine out from you, filling the room. Let this light get brighter and brighter, spreading far and wide, filling your city and the surrounding cities, filling the state and the surrounding states, filling the country and the surrounding countries, until filling the entire world and now throughout the universe. Thinking of our loved ones, our family, our friends, our close and distant relatives, our co-workers, acquaintances, all the people we know and all the people we don't know, especially sending our good energy and peace to Ukraine, for the fighting to stop, for the peace to come back, for the suffering to end. As we spread it out to all the animals, all sentient beings, and even thinking to the heavens, to our friends and relatives who have passed away, wishing well for every one of them. And as we are spreading loving kindness, let us make this wish together, for us all to be happy, healthy, wealthy, successful, to gain wisdom, attain enlightenment, for world peace. Let us take a moment to make our own good wishes. He Buddha Parapata Pachika Nanchayang Balang Arahanta Nanchate Jenara Kampantami Sapaso Sapabuddha Nupavena Sapatama Nupavena Sapasangha Nupavena Satta Soti Pavantu Te. And now, very gently and at your own pace, opening your eyes. Take your time as we slowly come back. You can take in a few deep breaths, a little stretch if you like. At the end of meditation, the monks like to end with a blessing. It's our way of transition. It feels a lot easier or a lot more natural than open your eyes, everyone. So in case you were wondering, it was a blessing. So, how are you all feeling? Okay. Very good, very good. Now, for those on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, feel free to type in the chat. It might take a while for me to see it, but at least you can let us know how you're doing. For those here on Zoom, you can also type in the chat if you'd like, or turn on your mic if you want. Because at the end of meditation, first thing you have to do is notice how you feel, especially now compared to when we started. And after you practice for a longer time, then it's time to notice how you feel over time, from this session to other sessions. But never do comparison during meditation. During meditation, that comparison is called expectation, and that's what holds us back, making us feel stuck, like we are not reaching where we want to be. So instead, only after do we check and see how we're doing. But during meditation, it's always good to adjust so that you feel better and be able to go inward easier. All right, thank you, Isel. He says, feeling relaxed and good. Thank you, Venerable. Okay, thank you, Isel. Well, I know sometimes it takes a little while before people ask questions, so I'd like to share a quote with you all, as now that you feel this peace, it's also important to share it. And of course, you have to have the happy sun before you can share it. So this is a quote from my master, Longpa Tamashio. He says, "The internal sun will arise when our mind is at a standstill." So when your mind is still, calm, that's when this internal sun appears. It will be like a bright object shining day and night. Okay? But the ordinary sun shines only half the day, then fades away. But when we attain the internal sun, internal as in within you, our life will never be in darkness. So you see, this is something that's both powerful and very important to remind ourselves. Sometimes we push and push and push, trying to make light happen, trying to be bright. But you yourself don't feel bright, you feel drained. That's not the right way. What you have to do is allow yourself to attain this wonderful energy from within. The last week, people were asking me, how do I have this energy? Why is it that I have energy no matter what time I do the class? Well, it's from within. When our meditation gives us peace, you start to recharge, and that recharge gives you that energy. So, before we share to others, let's make sure we have time for ourselves. Make sure that you get to attain that happy sun. That way we can share that light with everyone else. So, does anyone have any questions or wonders? Oh, okay. Hello, Ashley.
Thank you so much for the presentation. Thank you. Hello. Of course, goes without a doubt, wonderful meditation. But what do you do when it's another person in your family, not just you, that is trying to, that you're dealing with? It's somebody that you really love. Like, okay, it's my son.
Okay. When you say dealing with, a little bit more explanation, please.
Okay, because I don't want to hurt his feelings, but I also want him to get his gear.
Okay. Thank you for censoring.
No, because it's the only word I know to use, but I don't want to bend that out. But I think it's time for it. I know that it's hard to change, but I also know that once you do get out of your comfort zone, you always feel accomplished, and you know, like, oh, I've grown, I've done something. Because I've done it at 40 years old. I've done so many things for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, wow, you know, I didn't expect to do things for the first time at 40 years old, and then also feel good about it. So I know him at half my age, 20 years old, feel even better. So
Yes.
no problem getting that ball rolling.
Yes. So when it's time to encourage our youth, or really, relatives, those we love, the thing is, all we can do is give them little bits of encouragement, continually, little by little. But in the end, it's their choice to decide what to do. Just like in meditation, we cannot put too much expectation, but instead always be there for them. Because sometimes they don't feel quite ready yet. And you kind of help give them a little nudge, little nudge, little nudge, but still, we had to give them that opportunity to grow on their own. And as a parent, as a sibling, I think of like my friends, my family, even the monks and staff here at the temple. I have that same thing. I'm just kind of, come on, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. No, I'm just kind of pushing at them. But you can't really expect too much. Instead, we're there to guide them little by little, giving them that encouragement. And little by little, they start to do it themselves at their own pace. Some people are a little slower than others, some people are really quick. And at the same time, if there's something that they happen to like, and then you can just gently nudge them into doing it, wow. It's actually funny because, for example, my first year as a monk, I didn't plan to stay here this long. Okay, my first year a monk, as on this time, I've ordained many years. Like every year, I would ordain once a year because that was my summer program. So while my friends went to Boy Scouts, for me, ordination, being a novice, that was my thing, and I really liked it, and I knew I would be a monk eventually. So my first year, our vice abbot Lomparata, he says, "Hey," he says, "you should give this a try. Do it for 3 months. Just try it out, see what it's like." And I'm like, "I don't know." And then he told me about his story. He said, sometimes you gotta get out of your comfort zone. And he told me that he studied in Thailand. He got his bachelor's in Thailand. But he said after being a bachelor degree in Thailand, he's like, I'm just a big kid. He's like, wasn't really an adult, just a big kid. But then he continued studies in Australia. He said the moment he flew to Australia, that first step out of the plane, he immediately became a man. He was no longer a big kid, a big boy. Immediately, you're now a man, because now that you stepped out into this new country, a new area, out of your comfort zone completely, it forces you to grow. For me, he told me this so that I would have encouragement to try and go to New Jersey, and that was the beginning of my start, or the beginning of my monkhood. So once I went there, I grew exponentially. Like I knew I did a lot of things that I didn't know I could do, and many things that I knew I could do, but I could do better now, and continually growing and growing and realizing it's okay to be out of your comfort zone. As long as you're the type that allows yourself to adjust, instead of trying to make everything adjust to you. If you're willing to adjust and you grow from that, that's why I continue to move forward. This is something that I know that I like to do. And little bits of wisdom, I recommend giving him the 4 C's. The 4 C's. If you guys remember them, just a moment. A little technical stuff. So right now you see this, but actually what I want you to see is this. So the 4 C's: to be calm, conscious, consistent, and check. While these words are meant for us to do better in meditation, but in truth, these are 4 simple words to help you be successful in anything. Because it actually derives from a teaching from the Buddha, how to be successful. So calm. relax. So you took it into regular practice. What is that? The wording that the Buddha said was chanta, which means love what you do. Have a love for it. So if you love what you're doing, you're relaxed. True? So from there, you have to have focus. You have to have consciousness. You have to focus on what you're doing. So you continue to move forward. From there, you have to do that consistently. If you just kind of work at it, but you don't actually, you do it like, oh yeah, we're gonna, and stop. That's not going to work. Just like any skill. I remember as a kid, my mom would always make me practice the piano. Yes, I play piano as a kid. So I would practice. I'm like, okay. But that consistent practice made me better at it. Now my fingers can move on the piano very, very easily. And then it transferred over to the keyboard, and now I type very fast. So you see, it goes on. After you do calm, conscious, and being consistent about it, then you check. What are you checking? Checking to see how are you improving. How can you improve? Those are the things that happen as you continue to practice and start doing things more and more. You'll start to find ways to make it better. Look at myself here on screen now. It was nothing like this 2 years ago. Everything was fuzzy, the camera was bad, no lighting, the microphone was hello, how are you guys? And it all comes from that. Practicing, adjusting. And for me, this is something that I love to do, and that's why I continue to practice, try to get it better. To this day, I'm still working on it because I'm not a professional, but I might look it. And that's what I'm doing. That's how I continue to move forward. And I always love it when people give me comments because sometimes I get to learn something interesting to make it better or realize, that one didn't quite work. For example, back then I used to love using a different background. Here, let me show you. The old background was this one. I loved this background before. Reason? Late night meditation. Why? I wanted you to feel like we're at a jazz club. That was the whole point. That's why I had this on for a whole year. Then after a while I realized, it doesn't need to be this. It could be something else. It can be really anything. Because when we're meditating, we're not really paying attention to the background. It's just a nice way to go, oh look, cool. And little by little, you'll get to it. Oh, so Kenyon says you mean as in practice toward the result. Yes, true, practice toward the result, but not only practice. Well, if you just practice alone, you'll only be good at that specific way of doing it. Kind of like math. If you learn how to do long division, you're good at long division now, but then if you never try to improve, as in learning the tricks, the ways that can make it easier. Now long division, instead of taking 20 lines, it could be maybe 5 lines. It's like that. Not only practice, but adjusting to see. When you think about it enough, you start to find ways to make it better. Here's another example. Taking out the trash. This is my favorite example. Because I tell everyone, you have to have both calm and conscious. You have to be relaxed and aware of what you're doing. If you're not aware, you rip the bag. Now a new mess, right? You added more work to yourself. But if you're more calm, relaxed, aware of what you're doing, pick it up gently, tie it up, take it out. Okay. Maybe later you realize, oh, you know what? Instead of this kind of bag, I can get this bag that I can pull up like this and it'll come out right away. It might have a rope already. Or maybe you have another way where you can take it out without even needing to, you'll find different ways of doing it. That makes it easier and easier for you. And still clean, efficient. This is what I mean. Even the simple things, you start to improve. And you'll start to see a lot of benefit from that clarity of mind. So, an easy way to practice, no matter what you're doing, make sure you have relaxation and awareness. Have those two things, as that is the homework for late night. I hope you guys remember that. Practice whatever you're doing. Of course, you're going to be aware, focus on what you're doing, but relax as you do it. And you'll notice you'll be more content, even though you're doing something you really don't want to do, but you can enjoy it Because remember, we live in the present. Every moment of the day is that present. So don't wait for a future to be happy. Be happy now with every little step. A very long explanation for a little question. But I'm always glad to share with you all. Oh, it's already time. Then let me very quickly let people know I am here for late night every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here on this Zoom channel at this time. And also, if late night's too late for you, you can also watch the videos after or meet me for Inner Peace Time, which is on Saturday at 4 to 5 Central. Or if you speak Spanish, you want to join me for an early morning meditation with our Mexico group. It's a different Zoom room, but a wonderful group also. So you can see that right there. That's every Thursday morning. Well, they have class every day, but I'm there Thursday. And of course, we have our full moon, which is going to be a Friday night. So since it's a Friday night, that night I will not have late night on March 18th. But it's okay. We're all going to come together for full moon. Another wonderful time to meditate together and have peace. So, before you all go, I'd like to give you a blessing. May you all be blessed with happiness, good health, wealth, success in your lives. May you be surrounded by good friends who will always guide you into the light, in times of darkness and in times of need. When you close your eyes to meditate, may you attain inner peace easily and quickly in every lifetime. So thank you again, everyone. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. And remember, a smile a day keeps the stress away. So everyone keep smiling and let's brighten up the world together. Take care, everyone. So bye-bye, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Those on Zoom, we can keep up if you'd like to. I'll be right back. Take care.